But as soon as I turned my back, they let Nolan out of their sight. Even after rules and tools and lots of conversations about safety, Nolan got out and nobody knew where he was. And I think that probably was a huge turning point for me as far as my frustration. Nolan! Nolan! I'd gone out of the side door. I was going to go into the backyard and actually saw Nolan running around on the front street. Nolan! Nolan! Uh-oh!
Nolan! What you doing out here?
It's absolutely frightening to me that their 2-year-old was running around so close to traffic and they had no idea where he was.
You know better than that. Yep. You can't be out here. You got to ask permission if you can go out front. And you got to stay in the backyard. Nolan was out in the front yard.
When I heard Ted say to Jessica, Nolan got out, and the way she responded, there was no anxiety. They should be scared to death on those kids being out. After Nolan's second escape, I insisted that Mom put him in a timeout.
2 minutes.
Mommy!
But as soon as Mom set the timer, she left Nolan unattended. But clever little Nolan finds a way out. He advances the time.
You did a good job. Thank you for sitting there.
This little lad has outfoxed his scatterbrained mother. I'd better clue her in. You didn't hear the timer go off?
Right.
He got up and reset it. So this is important for everybody. Timeout's about doing your timeout and then talking about what you did so you make sure you get the message across that you're not going to do it again.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I think I'm doing it right because I know my boys better than anyone else.
Next, it's time for the bigger challenge. Getting the kids to go to bed without using the minivan as a sleep aid. Who's going to bed first? Nolan's going to bed first? And I had a surprise for the boys that I hoped would help. Close your eyes for a big surprise. New PJs.
Wow.
All right, who else is going to bed after that? When they're made to go to sleep in the minivan, they end up sleeping all night in their clothes. I'm a big believer in going to bed in your PJs.
Everyone knew who the family was. TLC created a PR show for Gothard's teachings.
The real story is a much bigger one. World domination was the goal. Now is the time.
PJs. Thank you for listening. Now it's time for the sleep test. Hopefully Dad is on board. 6:30 you're going to start with Nolan?
Yeah, I'm going to start right now. I just got done. I'm very skeptical about them changing from just going to bed and not having the van ride. Lay down. They have never gone into their beds and gone to sleep by themselves. But okay, let's follow this. Let's see how effective it's going to be. Okay, I need you to lay down.
Hey, that's a fit.
Yep, I need you to lay down.
The children don't want to pay any attention to what their parents want them to do because nothing happens anyway.
Come on, lay down. I need you to lay down and then I can read you a book.
I don't want to.
Okay, then we're not going to finish the book. You're okay. Night-night.
I don't want to.
Yep, you got a quiet time.
Dad got frustrated with Nolan and went downstairs and rushed through bedtime with the other boys.
Come on, you gotta go sleep. See you tomorrow morning.
A few minutes later, Nolan was up and out of his room.
You need to get into your room. You stay in there. What are you doing out of bed?
Next, little Rylan tattles on his big brother,
Now, downstairs.
causing Dad's fuse to get shorter and shorter.
Brevin, why did you throw this at him?
I didn't.
Yes, it was sitting right here.
I didn't throw it at him.
I don't think you're telling the truth, Brevin.
I am telling the truth.
I'm telling you, this is your warning. I mean it. I'm not kidding around, Brevin.
Yeah, you are.
You'll see. There's no way we're going to get all the kids to settle down. It wasn't going to work.
And sure enough, Nolan continued to scream.
Just let him scream.
No,
Because
I
it
would
will-
go in and say it's quiet time because he already knows. I've told him.
It was especially hard for Ted to give up on the van routine because he knew that was the way that worked.
Nolan.
With that, Dad seems fed up and he bursts into Nolan's room.
Okay, here we go. Let's go.
Dad snatches Nolan out of his bed, puts on his jacket, and with the other two boys, heads out the door.
Brevin, if it works, why do we got to break it?
Go, Rylan.
There was no way that her routine would work for us at nighttime. I think it's a waste of time. We're going to go for a little drive.
Dad had completely given up, and I was beginning to lose hope for the Kramer family.
Bye-bye.
I don't know what it will take to get through to Ted. He keeps taking the easy way out, but it only makes things harder in the long run.
We can eliminate the whole van when they're older.
I definitely need to sit these parents down and see if anything is sinking in, or if I'm just wasting my time. So, do you feel you're on track? Do you feel like it's all gelling in your head? That this is, you know what you're doing? Is it coming together today?
Oh, I think it is. I thought it went really well today.
Really? I'm very surprised. I am very surprised. Let me tell you, your kids should be in bed at 7 o'clock. That is not unrealistic at all. The first night that you implemented it, you just gave up. How do you think that works for your children?
Not good.
They don't know if they're coming or going. I don't want you to say, I can't do this. You can't give up. You have to still stay on it harder than the first night, okay? Tomorrow's a new day. Get lots of sleep. My time in Iowa is running out. And with the new day, I'm hoping to see some evidence that these parents are really on board. While it pleases me to see Jessica spending some quality time with Nolan and Ted tending to Annika and Ryland, Brevin is once again left to his own devices.
Okay, let's try something.
Brevin can't sit in his seat for very long.
What color was that?
Okay.
Yeah.
And before long, Brevin's boredom gets the best of him. Jessica, do you know where Brevin is? I was waiting to see if Mom was going to get up and do something, but she was clueless. So Brevin had escaped yet again, and I'd lost it now. I'd had enough. Brevin!
Brevin!
Brevin! You need to come back right now, please.
Brevin, where are you?
I am fed up with Ted and Jessica. They don't seem to care about safety at all. I am at the end of my rope. You need to come back. Because nobody knew. What if a car comes?